Alright boys, GCMMA, getting into the portion of the video where we talk about the
fucking loaded
breakdown and predictions for the Moreno versus Erceg. We don't know what the previous recording was on, so boys are just saying we didn't get to record last week because we were out in separate places for spring break. We're trying our best not to miss any weeks, boys. That's why we had to hop right back. And yeah, let us know what you think about this card. It's decent. It has potential, but you know we won't know till Saturday what it's gonna be on.
Yeah, boys, and I'm kind of honest for that. To be honest, bro, like I forgot that you were even going on that shit until it was too late for us to record.
It got stupid,
like,
boys.
We should have fucking recorded 2 videos in advance, but like.
Well, the last card that we recorded, that one was shitty too, dude.
Yeah.
That Desir fucking Kazakhstan dude got submitted by Brandon.
Yeah, bro.
Boys.
This is a bounce back card, boys. Fuck up everything else. This card, I don't give a shit about the last cards. This is a bounce back card, and we're starting off with fucking Austin Hubbard versus Markel Medeiros.
Who the fuck is Markel Medeiros?
The guy off the Contender series, and then he beat Landon Quinones on the decision.
Give me Austin Hubbard.
Yeah.
So are you kidding?
I honestly thought Honest Hubbard.
Landon Quinones.
Yeah. I honestly thought Austin Hubbard won the last fight against Alex Hernandez.
Yeah.
That shit was a damn robbery. Because we bet on
Alex
Austin
Hernandez
Hubbard.
is getting away with a couple robberies recently.
Yeah, that was a fucking robbery. And I think
Kurt Hollowbaugh.
Austin Hubbard is definitely the best guy that this Markel Medeiros fucker has ever fought.
Kurt fucking Hollowbaugh.
But fucking Austin Hubbard lost to Kurt Hollowbaugh. He got submitted by him like a year and 7 months ago.
What we're saying is that Austin Hubbard is a sprinkle at most, boys.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's a lock. I'm not even saying I'm betting this motherfucker.
I wouldn't even say if I had the choice, I would bet this.
I'm just picking this guy.
Just, if you absolutely had to make a pick on this.
If a gun was pointed to the back of your fucking skull,
grandmother's head,
and you had to get the right pick, I would go Austin Hubbard. But
moving on, boys.
Jamal Emmers versus Gabriel Miranda. Give me Jamal. Fucking Gabriel Miranda looks like some shitty guy who auditioned to be the Monopoly fucking mascot and he didn't make the cut.
He looks like the knockoff bartender at one of our local places that we like to slide, boys, called Stingrays.
Dude, the knockoff Tommy. Holy fuck, that guy's a huge knockoff of him, if that's the case. Fuck. Fucking hell, dude.
Bro, come on. It's not that big of a difference, bro. You guys are a huge knockoff of things.
Are you kidding me? The fucking Gabriel Miranda. Gabriel the Fly Miranda.
You're telling me that guy's not overpouring a rum and coke?
Gabriel Fly Miranda is not overpouring when somebody orders a double rum and coke.
The guy is like Gabriel High Miranda.
Jamal Pretty Boy Emmers.
Getting knocked out by Nate Landwehr.
Okay, dude, this fight's kind of on that, but give me Jamal Emmers.
Do not take this to go the distance, boy.
That might be the lock.
Next fight.
We got fucking Rafa Garcia versus Vince Bichelle.
Boys, Rafa Garcia is just as big of a favorite as Bonfim.
Guys, I think I'm actually going Vince Bichelle here.
Boys, take a fucking seat real quick and seriously think how ridiculous are these predictions now, bro. That we are seriously talking about. I'm gonna go with Vince Bichelle, boys.
Dude,
what are these matches on? I'm not even saying I disagree.
Vince Bichelle didn't look like complete shit against his last fight, Ismail Bonfim. Ismail Bonfim sucks. But he's better than Rafa Garcia. I feel like, but I've lost to Mark Madsen is fucked. I feel like fucking, I'm sticking with it, pick, boys. Vince Michelle, I feel like he's 42 at this point in his career. I know in his mind,
iDubbbz without the fucking glasses.
Dude,
Look at his ass.
fucking content cop have an ass. But fucking, I'm gonna go Vince Michelle here just because the fact that if I was in Vince Michelle, listen, bro. If I was in Vince Michelle's shoes, right, I'm fucking 42, coming off 2 losses,
tail end of your
and I'm like, this is damn near my last fucking fight. Am I gonna go in here losing to somebody like Rafa Garcia's? No, I think he's gonna come in here
go for
and
it.
he's gonna outdog.
Give it all on the line, bro.
He's gonna outdog. I might sprinkle Vince Michelle money line if I'm in the green on the sportsbook, boys. If not, I'm laying off.
What we're seeing is that we would bet Vince Michelle before Austin Hubbard.
This prediction video is fucked, bro. But moving on. A women's fight. Let's skip that. Moving on.
Bro, like, we're not even just ignoring the fact that it's there. We are audibly acknowledging women's fight. Let's skip that.
Moving on. But
moving on, boys.
We got Melquizael Costa versus Christian Rodriguez. I'm gonna go Mel. Dude, this is on that Mel Q Costa. I'm gonna go Mel Q Costa over C-Rod.
Mel Costa.
Shout out Mel.
What's going wrong, bro?
Shout out fucking Mel, but we're gonna go Mel Q, not
my name Costa, bro.
Okay. All right, we're going Mel Q Costa. Well, at least I am. I don't know what you're running, but I'm taking Mel Q.
Boys, C-Rod is good against the undefeated prospects. That's the time you take him. He got submitted in the first round by goddamn Juicy J.
Costa.
I don't think he's as straight to just run it against everybody because Costa.
He's good in certain spots.
Say what you want, bro. Submitting Andre Fili in a round like that. Sure, I'm not saying he should be fucking in the top 5, but it's a good performance for him to have done that, and so he does have momentum too. He was getting his ass kicked the entire time against that big Asian guy. I bet on him. He comes back in the 3rd round and submits him. Like, he's not an absolute pussy, and he will stay in the fight and he will run it.
And this is what my belief about C-Rod is. I have the same feeling about C-Rod as I've had about Jalen Turner. With, like, when it gets down to the fucking dirty brawling type shit.
To the nitty-gritty.
It gets down to the nitty-gritty. He doesn't have it in him, bro. But Mel Q Costa has proven to me that he's gotten his ass kicked and come back and won the fight. That right there is what gives me making me take Mel Q Costa. What's the odds for this? He's a dog, bro. And one thing about GC MMA, we pick an underdog right on every damn card, boys.
At least one of them, boys.
At least one of them. And
give me Ezequiel Costa, guys.
I don't really fucking know what the other dogs on the card are at this point in the video.
That's gotta be the best.
That's gotta be the best one, right? Oh God, bro. Next fight on the card, you gotta take a look at this, bro. Atiba Gutierrez, the silent assassin, versus Jose Medina. I'm going.
Bro, what are you, the knockoff Vicente Luque?
Bro,
silent assassin.
I'm honestly going Jose Medina, boys. Plus 400 dog. I don't, boys. Like,
I would agree with that.
Because like what I'm about to say, bro, I don't even know if it can be included or not. So let's say right now, if it can't be included, this is the cutoff point. But if it can be included, guys, I just don't simply trust these African fighters coming off the contender series with as minus 500 favorites. We saw
Josias Musasi
go fucking rogue, like no race.
Kicked by Carlos Vera submitted.
Nothing to do with fucking race. It's simply because the competition level of the African region is nothing compared to the other regions of the world, boys. Like, their development in MMA is not as good as, like, say, the Asian motherfuckers, the European fuckers, the American people, Brazilian.
Yeah,
it's not developed, like, they don't have the same MMA places to where they can train. Like, it's not the same. So, like, these guys coming in as off the Contender Series minus 500 favorites, you might as well sprinkle the dog here, boys, because these guys are rogue. They have proven to go rogue. So I'm picking Jose Medina. I know he lost a decision to Zach Reese, which is not bad, right? He didn't get finished by Zach Reese.
Right, exactly. So he's like a James Lawn top kind of motherfucker. Like, he got his ass kicked and survived.
And boys, like, this is obviously not fucking anything worth, like, putting your money behind, but I feel like the more ridiculous your nickname is, the less chance you have to win the fight. Especially in this spot, boys. I'm going Jose Medina, and I might sprinkle that money line.
Next up,
but moving on, the featured prelim, boys. We got Edgar Chairez versus CJ Vergara. I am fucking going Edgar Chairez, boys. CJ Vergara is fucked.
He was like the only submission win that Asu Almabayev had in the UFC.
And got knocked out by Ramazan Tagirov.
We never really got on that guy that much, bro. But he was an idiot.
Who?
The guy who submitted CJ Vergara.
Almabayev?
Yes. He was like running away with his mouth
No.
open.
We're thinking of the wrong dude. Almabayev beat him by decision.
No, I'm just thinking about how Almabayev lost him and all cop. He was running away.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see what you mean. He was running away like a pussy.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, boys. CJ Vergara's fucked. Edgar Chairez put on a really close fight and a war with Josh Van. So we know his chin is there. We know CJ Vergara is 100% not finishing him in either way. And I feel like Josh Van is raw, and if you can keep it close with him, you could definitely have the tools to beat up CJ Vergara. Chairez might be a lock, bro, in my opinion. Like,
next fight, boys.
Moving on to the main card, we've got Ronaldo Rodriguez versus Kevin Borjas.
I'm sorry, boys, but this is where Matty Betts' cycle falls short, boys.
We might have to fade his cycle.
There's been, every time Kevin Borjas has fought, I've seen people picking him, trying to back him. He's lost 3 fights in a row now in the UFC. I'm not fucking picking this guy.
I'm not on, like, Matty Betts. I don't know if you guys even know who he is, but he's raw at landing those long shot parlays. I saw he has Kevin Borjas by fucking knockout.
Really?
That is rogue. Ronaldo Rodriguez has a chin. In that fight with Dennis, he finished Dennis Bondar by submission. Like, I was high on him on his fight against Ode Osborne, which he won. I wish he finished that fight. But either way, he got the job done. And Kevin Borjas, I don't even think he's that much better than fucking Ode Osborne.
He's not, bro.
So, like, I think it's the Mexico card. Ronaldo Rodriguez at home.
Yeah, give me Ronaldo Rodriguez, boys.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Matty Betts. Like,
that's kind of got him back.
We might have to fade his shit and then take him. But moving on, let's see. We've got, how the hell is this on the main card? David Martinez, the Black Spartan.
Simon
Oliveira.
Never heard of either of these guys. Boys.
Simon Oliveira's.
We really can't even cap about it.
Lost the decision to Tony Gravely 3 years ago.
Bro, hell nah.
Got knocked out by Daniel Marcos 2 years ago.
Decision loss to Daniel Gravely is retarded. Fucking big.
Daniel Martinez coming off the Contender Series. A decision victory over Xavier Franklin. Give me that guy. Like, who the fuck is Simon Oliveira? Moving on. We don't even need to go too deep into that. Raul Rosas Jr. versus Vince Morales. I'm going Raul Rosas Jr., boys.
Yeah, I mean, Vince Morales really, really let me down in his performance against Elijah Smith. Not that I bet him or anything like that, but like, you're a UFC veteran with like double-digit fights, and you're coming in after getting re-signed and losing to some guy making his debut. It's just like, bro, get out of it, go to the fucking PFL or whatever the fuck. They are feeding him to Raul Rojas Jr. for a reason. I'm definitely going to take Chewy in this case.
I'm probably going to hammer his money line, but I know a lot of people are going to try to take Rojas Jr. by sub, but I feel like that shit's going to be so public that he's going to win by fucking knockout, because that's just how the UFC works. So I'm just hammering them.
Guskov is getting a submission.
Yeah, I'm hammering his money line, if anything. Probably, if anything, I'm betting on this card is Chirez money line, Rojas Jr. money line, and one of these fights that we're about to get into.
Boys.
All right. Yeah, a couple of these fights. Next fight is Kelvin Gastelum versus Joe Pyfer.
Give me Joe Pyfer, boys.
Yeah.
Kelvin Gastelum's getting a split decision against D-Rod.
I honestly think Kelvin Gastelum is cooked at this point in his career, boys. Like, he's done.
I can agree. Like, maybe he hasn't gotten knocked out badly, but just like his performances, you're coming back, split decision war with Chris Curtis. Then you get submitted by Sean Brady, and then you barely get by against Daniel Rodriguez, and your last unanimous decision win was against Ian Heinisch.
Yeah, dude, I really feel like he's about to go on a Tony Ferguson run, and it's about to start with Joe Pyfer whooping his ass.
Yeah, boys, like the concern with Joe Pyfer is always like, oh, what about Jack Hermanson? It's like, guys, that was a 5-round fight. This is 3. Joe Pyfer definitely learned. If he got his ass kicked because he faded in the later rounds in a fight and he didn't make an adjustment for that, then he's fucked. But I'm trusting that he made that adjustment.
I think I might just honestly say fuck it on this card. Play Chirez, depending on the mood. Renato Rodriguez, maybe. If not him, hammer whatever the winnings from Chirez on Rollout Rosas Jr. Hammer that on Joe Pyfer, because he's about to whip Kelvin Gastelum's ass, boys. Moving on to the next fight, the next hammer. Co-main event, Manuel Torres versus Drew Dober. The play here is do not go. Manuel Torres, he either takes you out or he doesn't go out. Drew Dober's damn near on the same shit. This isn't going the distance, boys.
I could see Manuel Torres either getting Drew Dober out early or gassing after the first round, and Drew Dober just starts piecing his ass.
Yeah, that's how I see this shit going, boys. I don't see it making it to the judges' scorecard. But
I am gonna say is I do hope that Manuel Torres wins, because I do like his style. Drew Dober's getting old now. I do still like him, but if we had to keep one around, obviously the younger guy who's like still gonna be able to give us fights and stuff, is who I would pick.
Definitely picking Manuel Torres.
Boys, and to get in the main event, we got Brandon Moreno, Steve Erceg. I don't know about you, but boys, I'm personally going with Brandon Moreno. I like Steve Erceg. I don't think he's a bad fighter, but he proved in that last one he can go rogue. And I think Brandon Moreno has the 5-round experience and like the volume and stuff to really give Steve Erceg some problems on the feet.
Yeah, like I definitely like Steve Erceg more than Brandon Moreno, but I'm gonna have to go Brandon Moreno because Erceg really let us down hard. Like, he was the last leg of a part. Like, we made a lot of money on that card, but we could have made a lot fucking more if Erceg won in that fight. And I know that, Kai Car France has the power and shit, like, but even Erceg's fighting style, Brandon Moreno has the output advantage, and I think I see this fight going to decision, and I think just because Brandon Moreno has 5-round experience, he has the output, he's just gonna edge the judges' scorecards on this one, boys. So.
I completely agree. Boys like Steve Erceg, I'm a fan of him.
I hope Steve Erceg wins.
Yeah,
to be honest.
I hope he wins, but if I'm like putting my money on it, which I'm most likely not, but just to make a prediction, boys, I'm definitely going with Brandon Moreno. Boys, we're sorry about missing the last card. We definitely don't plan on doing that again. We might be able to get live reactions for this card depending on what the weekend is on, boys, so stay tuned for that. If you're fading or tailing, drop it in the comments, boys.
Yeah, boys, like, hopefully this card is a good one. Hopefully we can get some live reactions out. We'll see what it's on. But, yeah, this video, a lot of shit's probably going to get cut out of this, but fuck it. We recorded it. We gave our live, raw thoughts on the video. And if it can be appropriate for YouTube or not, way she goes, boys. We did what we could. GCMMA, we'll see you in the next one.
GCMA out.